Listen, dear friends, to this ancient tale, for it is truth itself wrapped in our veil. There once a merchant dwelled in days of old. A parrot fair he kept in cage of gold. Imprisoned there with feathers bright and fine, a captive soul beneath the jasmine vine. The merchant, setting forth on voyage afar, to Hindustan prepared his desert car. He called each handmaid, called each faithful slave. What gift shall I from foreign kingdoms brave? Each asked a boon, a trinket or delight, and he, the gracious Lord, pledged each the right. Then turned he to the parrot, caged and still, and thou, what shall I bring thee, if you will? The parrot said, when thou that land dost see, where birds fly free in grove and forest tree, speak of my state to kin of feathered kind. Say to the parrots what I leave behind. A bird once glad, now grieves in present plight. She sends you greetings deep into the night. In bonds she weeps, her heart with longing torn, and begs your counsel, lost, alone, forlorn. Can it be just while ye on branches sing, that I in cage must clip my silent wing? Is this the pledge that faithful hearts should keep? You soar in joy, while I in shadow sleep. If I should perish here in chains of pain, say love was true, though not to return again. Recall me, nobles, in the fields of morn, one cup of grace for this poor bird forlorn. The merchant took the parrot's plea to heart, and vowed to play the faithful envoy's part. He journeyed far till Hindustan lay near, through desert vast and jungles green and clear. And there upon a bough in shaded grace, he saw a flock of parrots in that place. He reined his steed and raised his voice on high, to speak the words and let her message fly. O birds of Hind, one cage afar from thee sends greeting wrapped in sorrow's melody. She mourns in chains and longs for sky and tree, and begs of thee a balm, a remedy. No sooner had he voiced the captive's name, than one bird shivered as if struck by flame. It trembled, gasped, and fell upon the ground. Its breath took flight, it made no farther sound. Struck dumb with grief, the merchant tore his vest. What harm have I now wrought upon this quest? Alas, he cried, this bird was surely kin. Two souls, two forms, yet bound by love within. What have I done? What bore I forth her sigh? My heedless words have caused this bird to die. A foolish message, clothed in pain and fire, and now I've slain her with her own desire. The merchant, done with trade and distant lands, returned once more with gifts in open hands. Each handmaid, each young page received their prize, with joy and sparkles dancing in their eyes. But the parrot cried, "Now where is mine? What news from kin? What word? What sacred sign?" He sighed and said, "Alas, I wrote a day. I brought you message, but have not to say. I bit my hand in shame, I grieved and mourned, for what I told became a blade and torn. A soul it struck, a foolish task I took, unwise of heart and blind to how it shook." The parrot asked, "Why such regret and grief? What tale have you that seeks no calm relief?" He said, "I told your plaints and present song to those wild parrots where the free belong. And one among them, hearing of your pain, did tremble so, then lifeless did remain. It shivered, fell, and stilled its verdant wing. I fear my words became a deadly sting. Too late I knew the harm my speech has spun, yet once loosed, words are arrows never undone. They leap from tongue as from a tightened bow, and pierce the hearts they were not meant to throw." Upon these words the parrot gave a sigh. It shook and dropped as if it too would die. Its color faded, breath no longer stirred, and silence fell as if it spoke no word. The merchant saw and struck his brow in dread. He tore his robe and cried above the dead. "O parrot sweet, what curse has come to thee? What fate has torn thy gentle voice from me? O grief, my bird of song, my friend, my grace! O mirror of the garden's blessed face! O joy, once perched beside me, singing clear, whose voice was balm, whose feathers brought me cheer. Had Solomon such bird in wisdom's ring, he'd not have sowed 1,000 other wings. O woe, a treasure once so lightly found, now gone, and I unworthy to be crowned." Then from the cage he cast the bird away. It soared aloft to where the branches sway. The lifeless parrot, now with breath renewed, took flight like down in robes of golden blue. The merchant stood, astonished eyes agaze. He watched, bewildered by this mystic maze. A mystery broke open in his mind, the cage, the death, the ruse, the truth behind. He raised his voice, "O nightingale so wise, now share its secret hidden from my eyes. What deed was done, what trick didst thou devise, to fake thy death and then to heaven rise?" The parrot spoke. It was that one who died, who by her silence taught me to decide. She gave me wisdom, not in word but deed, to seize my song and thus my soul be freed. My voice, my charm had made my prison strong, So I played dead and rightened what was wrong. I killed the self that loved the cage's grace, and thus I soared again to freedom's place. She offered now a final gift of lore, a truthful word, then turned to speak no more. A few wise sayings, clear and without guile. Then came farewell, with silence and a smile. The merchant wept and whispered, "Go in peace. From your escape I've gained my own release. You've shown me now a path both bright and true, and I, in turn, shall walk that way anew." He said within, "This lesson now is mine, to break the cage and seek the soul's design. If light has lit a lantern in the night, I'll follow now the way that leads to light." O life of lovers lies in deathly grace. No heart is found but in the heart's erase. The parrot taught the soul what dying means. Die to self in want, in beggar's sins. How shall stone turn green in vernal breath, be soil instead, and bloom in colored death? Years you've been stone, sharp-edged, unkind and cold. Once be soil, and let the test unfold. If the thirsty seek the water in the land, know the water seeks the thirsty hand. Seek not water, bring forth thirst instead, till a spring arise from heights and depths wider spread.